everyone. So we are back from our honeymoon and we are back to the river. Hey look, it's Alexis. She joined me this time and she's good luck, which means we're gonna find good stuff today. And if we don't, it's all her fault. We're at a spot that I love, that I only got to once last year, and is very, very dependent on water levels. And considering that runoff is around the corner, I figured we should probably do this first because it is not going to be an option very, very soon. We already had to wait to get to the river, so without about, yeah, this isn't really super accessible in the next couple weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks. This will not be accessible. So let's hope for greatness, huh?
Yeah.
Ah.
There is my first agate of the day.
Beautiful little tumbly. I am very excited to start sharing the videos from the honeymoon. We did some awesome stuff and I'm very, very excited to show you all. We had some New Zealand adventures and some Australian adventures, and we were staring at so many different types of rock that now I'm having to readjust what my eyes are looking for. Because it's been very, 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 very different.
Oh, I'm excited about this. I love these so very much.
Ooh, these are the good red ones too. Oh my gosh, look at the size of the agate nodules in that one. Yeah, we're cutting that. We are definitely cutting that. No, look, there's some big ones. There's some chonkies. Don't you tease me. You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. All right, so 2 things. First piece of wood of the day. Heck yes. There's the little tiny baby agate I'm just now seeing. And I don't know if this is a jasper or wood, but it's very nice, and I want to take a look at it. I think that might be wood. Oh my gosh. No, it's jasper, but it is like stripy, like wood grain. That's crazy. Got some chalcedony in there. Heck yeah. Girl, I'm gonna get so sunburned today. Forgot about sunscreen. So nice hunting on a nice sunny day like this, because watch, we've got one right here. Little mossy water line, and then there. Another. Ooh, that's actually nicer than I thought it was. There's some good bands in there. They just glow. They glow so nice this time of day and this level of sunlight. It's just the best. What are you? Are you a blue or is that Tyndall? Oh, it's a blue. What? We got a blue. Oh, that's awesome. That is not a Tyndall. That is a blue. Here, I'll swap to my phone. 1 sec. Look at that. That's not Tyndall. That's an actual blue. Heck yes. These little blues are so not common. Tyndall blue, yes, very common, but I probably have maybe 10 true blues from the Yellowstone. Oh, that's so awesome. Heck yes. So Alexis, you didn't though. Alexis was just handing me rocks and I looked over and I think that be an agate right there. It is.
I found it. Now there's camera evidence.
That you picked it up before me?
I found it.
That is a weird, oh okay, it's a water line. Like a kind of weirdly broken down water line. That is awesome. Did you find one? Oh yeah, you did. See? So you don't need to lie about this one.
No, I found the other one too.
That's false. Stop lying, they'll take your side. Just standing here getting a clip, and Alexis picked this up right next to my foot, did not even see it.
It's face down.
That is so pretty. Here, rotate it this way so we can get it in the light.
That is so pretty. Nicely done, my love. I think I have something amazing right here, and I'm not sure yet.
You said it was dope.
It is dope. Oh, that is so plumy. Oh, look at you. Yeah, that is crazy plumy. I will get a better close-up on that, I promise. But the wind is horrendous at the moment, so I can't really use my phone because it's a terrible, terrible, terrible mic when it comes to wind. But that is so nice. That is so plumy. Heck yeah. I always look through this patch right here. The rocks are a lot smaller in this little zone, but man, we have found some crazy little rocks in this area. This is where I found that purple agate many moons ago at this point. It's funny because we've found so many agates. That is probably still my favorite agate I've ever found. It's like freaking amethyst purple. It's crazy. I think this is a piece of agatized wood. Oh yeah. Wow. Very silicified wood. I'm both happy and upset about the wind because it messes with my audio, but I feel so good. It's really hot today, so this wind is very welcome. Just limits filming because I can't use my phone to get closer. See what I mean? Just beautiful. Just side by side. Agate, agate. It's the best. I love it. It's the best. Just found this jasper, and on the surface it looks kind of plain. When you get up close, there's just little fortification pockets across the whole thing. I think that is going to be worth cutting. That might transform a lot. Okay, wow. That looks like a very nice jasper. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's real nice. Yeah, that's a good one. It's so pretty. So pretty. Alexis. Okay, I just spotted this very interesting looking rock. Ooh. Look at that jasper. Okay, wow. Just deep red on the back, but then there's bands of green on the other side. That is stunning. Dang. Okay, I can be happy about that one. That's real nice. That is real nice. That looks like a much nicer chunk of petrified wood. Ooh, oh yeah. It's pretty silicified too. That's gonna be a good one to cut. Hi, Alexis.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Looking for a...
Hey, me too. Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. We're like the same person.
Not quite.
That looks like it's gonna be a good agate. Why are you doing this? There we go. Interesting water line. Ooh, I see a big mossy pocket. So we're gonna cut it along that line and see if we can't capture that. That should be pretty good for cabbing though, I think, maybe. I think this is my first chunk of the year. Oh yeah. That is a perfectly slab saw sized agate right there. Ooh, that's gonna be a good one. Sweet. We get one more like that, I'll be so happy. Yay. It's like a fist-sized agate. All right, the rocks are starting to get bigger. Ooh, oh my gosh, look at that. That is extremely brecciated wood. Look at all the chalcedony in there. Oh, that is so cool. Heck yes. Well, I'm glad I stopped at that spot specifically to fill up my water bottle. Otherwise I would have walked right by it. Look at you. Ooh, that's a good water line. Look how dark that is. Just gorgeous. Never gets old. I love them so much. We'll see another beautiful agate hiding here. There we go. Oh, that got a little bigger than I was expecting. Oh yeah, there's some bands hiding in there. That's gonna be a good one. Man, we may not be finding huge agates today, but we are finding some really nice smaller ones. The bots. Oh, that's so cool. Yep, never can complain. Ooh, are you a jasper? Ooh, look at that green. Ooh, and chalcedony. Yeah, that's nice. That is very nice. See what I mean? Not really giants today, but man, the ones we're finding are so nice. This is what we call teamwork rock hounding. I don't want to bend over, and there's an agate there. I can see it.
There you go.
That's not the one. That's the one.
There you go. Into the bottom.
Yeah, that's a good one. Heck yeah.
Yeah. That's an agate.
It is. Ooh, dark mossy one. Sweet. Alrighty guys, it's getting late. We're gonna start heading back. I am very, very, very happy with what we found today though. Again, it wasn't any like monsters, but the little ones were just so good. So very, very, very good. Plus, you know, blue. It's really impossible to have a bad day when you found a blue. It's so freaking uncommon. Alright, well, I'll be back if I find anything. And if not, I'll see you back at the shop.
All right, we're back at the shop, and I've got everything cleaned off, and I picked 3 out that we're gonna cut. So let's do that. These are the 3 that I picked. This is that really nice agate, that crazy amygdaloidal basalt, and that brecciated piece of wood. And I think to begin, let's do this one first. It's gonna be really nice, I think. Or it won't. those are the literal two options. All right, that one is done, and it's actually way cooler than I was expecting. So we've cut a lot of amygdaloidal basalt before. One second. There we go. We've cut a lot of amygdaloidal basalt. This is pretty typical right here, but it gets weirder the deeper we go. Usually the agate nodules are like fairly opaque white, but the deeper we got into this one, that chalcedony is just so clear. Look at that. I was like, oh, that kind of what didn't have much inside, and then I looked closer and realized that no, those are all just super, super clear. That is so cool. So this one for sure is getting polished because, yeah, that's going to be awesome. That chalcedony is very similar to Montana agate, and that stuff goes like so freaking clear when you polish it. So I think this one is going to be real nice. That's going to be really, really cool. Little perfect little glassy windows. All right, I think next we're going to do the brecciated wood. And I don't know how I want to come in on this yet. Probably like this, but I guess it depends on how it wants to clamp. All right, the wood is done, and it's very nice. So we got quite a few little slablets because I cut it on its skinny face. Mainly just because that was the easiest way for it to clamp. It's really nice though. It is way more silicified than I was expecting. Like you can see that perfect half and half of wood grain and chalcedony. That's actually really cool. And yeah, all of the slabs just keep getting bigger as we go. There's actually quite a bit of color variation in that chalcedony though. Got one nice big thick slab, which I'm happy about. And you can really see the wood grain on that one. That is so pretty. Check this out. Get the light behind it. Thing just glows. It's so nice. And I think we have enough left of this that, I don't know, I was debating coming back like this, but I don't know that I want to. I might actually just polish it because it sits up on its own so nicely. I don't know. I'm very happy with that. It's a very, very cool piece of wood. Which means all that's left is this agate. And I don't know how I want to cut it because it's a weird shape. So I guess we're kind of just going to go with whatever it allows. Which is probably going to be this face right here. Wanted to do this face, but I don't... It's so slanted that that's going to be a tricky one to clamp. So yeah, I'm thinking probably just go this way. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be back. All right. And agate is done. And it is a weird, like... super plumy one. Look at that. That is awesome. There is some bands hiding in there, but they're really, really faint. Really, the main features are the dendrites and those weird mossy bits, which are, yeah, just strange. I think if I come in at an angle though, come back at a different angle, we can probably access these dendrites a little better. Because it looks like they're all on the same, like, this level. So if we rotate the rock and cut it this way, I think we can get more results out of it. But that is really cool. I am not disappointed in that one. That's very, very, very different. Yeah, look at that. The rest of the cutoff. That's just strange. It's such a bizarre one. Every now and then I cut a Montana agate and I'm just like, what? I think that was tubes, actually. Now that I'm looking at it closer, I think it's just tubes that are filled in with sediment. I might have to clean this a little better. That might be really, really cool. As for our other finds, here are some of my favorites. I love this jasper. Yes, it is really that red in person. It is crazy. But then you flip it over and there's just all this wonderful green. It's like green and oranges and yellows on this side, and then you flip it and it's just solid red. It's so cool. So nice. I don't even know how to cut that because it's kind of better half and half. And then we got this one, which it's trim size. I can't really cut it on my saw, but that's gonna be nice. I see all this patterning in there and it gets me excited. Look at that. It's almost plumy. That's so pretty. Speaking of plumes, we did get a plume and it's really nice. Look at that. Little chalcedony pocket with fortification banding. With a fortification banding. Yeah, I've polished some like this before and they are insane. So that one is going straight in a tumbler. Like, I don't even need to see any more of this rock to know that I want to tumble this thing. On that note, I think, you know, our lack of big ones was made up for with the quality of the little ones we got. I've already loaded some into the tumbler, but man, we just got like perfect for tumbling. They're just so good. Waterline, some nice bands in there. There's just so many like this one though. That is just absolutely perfect for tumbling. So I guess I'll give an update if I remember whenever they're done. And then I got this one. I did not cut it today because I didn't want to do it today. I'll do that another day. Super silicified piece of wood. Like, it glows in the light. So I'll cut this one later. I just didn't feel like doing it today. I had enough other stuff I had to do, so I figured 3 rocks was enough. But of course, my favorite find of the day is this little thing, which looks way less blue on the camera than it does in person. But man, it is always exciting. You find Tyndall a lot. Tyndall blue, which is not true blue. It's just the depth of the agate mixed with the clarity that makes it look blue. This is a true blue. Like, this is actually blue. When you hold this up to the light, it actually shines blue. And true blues are so not common. I probably have like maybe 10 to 15. I don't even know. It's one you find like 2 or 3 a season, maybe. So I am very happy that we got a blue on the second hunt of the year. That is so cool. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. Let me know which find was your favorite. Blue 100% was mine, even though we found some other really nice rock. It has to be the blue, just because it's not really something you can go hunt specifically for. You just have to roll the dice and hope that it happens, and it very rarely does happen. I have some awesome videos that I cannot wait to start sharing with you guys from our honeymoon. I think I got 2 in New Zealand and 2 in Australia, and those are gonna start coming out soon. I'm waiting for Jesse to ship me a box, so it really just depends on how fast it gets here. I also have some other hunts and stuff planned for soon, but runoff is around the corner, so I'm probably gonna be doing a bunch of Yellowstone hunting, and I apologize about that, because once once runoff starts, it's gonna be a long time before I can actually get to it, because we've been getting a bunch of snow on the mountains, so it's probably gonna be a long runoff. It's weird being back. It feels like we were gone for so long, so I'm trying to get it back in the swing of things still, but it's weird. We were gone for 3 weeks and it felt like we were gone for like 9 months. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see you next time.